Hi Aries, and welcome to your weekly love tarot forecast. This is for the week of December 10th through December 16th, 2018. So Aries, let's see what's the overall energy you will be dealing with and experiencing in regards to love and romance for this week. All right, so we have earth element stability. Okay, Aries, so with this coming out, this is where your focus is. Things could actually be stabilizing this week. If they've been a bit crazy and out of whack, it's like everything's finally kind of falling into place this week in regards to romantic relationships, you know, just whatever you guys have been going through. And for other Aries, I feel as though this is more like you are focused on wanting more stability, whether it be financially, within the relationship itself. You know, this is a general reading, but it's all about balance and, you know, peace and prosperity and flow. So let's keep pulling cards, Aries, and see what else comes out with that. All right, so we have a flirt. And we have pay attention to the red flags. Okay, so Aries, with this coming out, I get a few different things. First of all, again, back to what I said, there's either a deep desire for more stability within an existing relationship, or we're very focused on, you know, wanting that to happen. It's either happening or we're wanting it to happen. We'll have to pull more cards to, you know, develop the story a bit more. But for others of you who are involved with somebody who, you know, your intuition tells you things, maybe your friends or family are like, this person isn't the one for you. Just anything like that, any doubt, any red flag, anything that doesn't really make sense, anything that's kind of off, anything that doesn't really sit well inside of you, you must pay attention to that this week, Aries. I see you being in a very kind of light-hearted energy that you extend to others in regards to love and romance, meaning, you know, if something's really affecting you, you're not going to really portray that. Also, you know, for some, it could be that you are being very flirty and kind of flighty and unpredictable, and it's making the person you're dealing with really questioning you and the stability of the relationship. Are you really in it? You know, there's an element of that, whether it's on your side or the person you're dealing with, or it could even be both, where you both are feeling, you know, uneasy, unsure, anxious, disruption to the stability, perhaps. Okay, so let's pull some more cards, Aries, and see what else is coming out here. Whoa, okay. All right, so we have the King of Cups. And we have the World. Aries could be a water sign you're dealing with. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But again, it looks more to me that whatever you're feeling, for the good or the bad this week, you're really kind of keeping it to yourself and presenting yourself in a very lighthearted, fun, flirty way. So if somebody's doing things that really bother you, instead of just like calling them out on it, it's almost as though you're going to play the game and observe them to see, you know, is this really what's going on? I'm just going to kind of play like I don't see it, like I'm kind of stupid to it, you know, and if you do that, I think you're going to see the truth, okay? So if that's your plan of action, definitely do it. If that's not, I would highly recommend you take that road. So Aries, whether you're dating somebody or you're committed to somebody, if you feel like anything is not right, it's off, they're lying, they're tricking you, there's something hidden, something just doesn't feel quite right, trust yourself in that. But rather than calling somebody out on it, you might be better served to observe it and just kind of play stupid. And in that space, it's like you'll be able to have the evidence, or there's something that will unfold to where you can actually call them out on it without them being able to like backpedal and say, oh, you're just being insecure, or you're crazy, or this, that, or the other. You'll be like, no, facts are facts, and this is this. So really pay attention to what's being said to you this week. And if, you know, you're hearing a story or something for the second time, and it's something that maybe you were told like 6 months or a year ago, and what you're hearing now is kind of like different, you know, don't question yourself if you're remembering it wrong. You're not, okay? You are remembering it correctly. You're being told it differently this time around. So, you know, really trust yourself. Again, kind of play like you don't know what's up, you don't know what's going on, but you really do. And you will be able to, you know, speak your truth, call somebody out, whatever it is that needs to happen, okay? So I'm going to pull more cards to this. But Aries, I'm using the Twin Flame Oracle for the first time in the love readings this week. And I did a review for this deck, so if you are interested in that, I've left the link below. But also, I have left a link for Mystic Moon Oracle's Etsy page, as well as Mystic Moon's YouTube page, as she specializes in twin flame readings. So if you're interested in that, definitely check out her page, check out her Etsy, and she also offers personal readings. All right, Aries, let's see. So we have settling, communication, self-worth, twin flame, and mask. Ooh. Okay, Aries. Okay, so the settling card there and the self-worth, yeah, there's, Aries, something is off, all right? And with twin flame coming out, I'm actually going to clarify that, because that could be that perhaps, you know, you've been thinking this person is your twin flame, but they're really not, you know, ending with the mask there. Or, you know, that could be that whatever you're dealing with is your twin flame, and, you know, we're not aware of it, or like there's you or the person you're involved with, like one of you has to kind of shed an old paradigm and elevate vibrationally in order for the relationship to work. So let's see, let's clarify, what is this twin flame? Is this twin flame relationship, or is this mistaken twin flame identity? All right, so we have shadow work and we have recognition. All right, so this is twin flame energy, Aries. This is twin flame energy. And what I see here is right now, if we have to break up, if there's things going on, the reason for that, again, is because somebody has to elevate their vibration. It could be you, it could be them, it could be the two of you. But after the shadow work is done, that's when the recognition of twin flame is going to come into play, whether in you and the other person, the two of you. With mask there, one of you is unaware of the connection of the relationship, all right? They don't know the depth, the significance. They might feel as though, oh no, I'm settling for you. That type of energy, when in fact, it has nothing to do with you being less than. It has everything to do with their self-worth, their self-esteem, their confidence, their value of who they are, okay? The mask to me is they may portray themselves as, you know, oh, I'm a good catch, all of these things, but underneath there's a lot of insecurity, okay? There's a lot of self-doubt. And when somebody really exists in those vibrations, that's when people cheat. That's when people really take for, their partner for granted and do and say stupid things. It's because their level of consciousness is very closed, okay? And in that space, you only have so much energy to work with. And once the door of the shadow work opens, whether by choice or the universe says, you know what, you can't put this off any longer, that's when things will start to change, okay? It's through that process, dark night of the soul, where you have no option but to face yourself in the mirror and take 100% accountability for every action, every choice. And in that space, on the other side, becomes this recognition of, yes, you are my twin flame. The mask falls off, the consciousness expands. We can have a conversation, and oh my gosh, look at that, 222. As I'm saying that, Aries, wow, that got real deep. Okay, so listen, really trust anything that's off, and if you have to end this relationship, it's okay to do that. You don't have to be like, well, I need to suffer through all of this because this is my twin flame. No, if breaking up is what feels like needs to happen, and I say that because the world card sits here, that's what needs to happen, because somebody has shadow work to do, Aries, whether that's you or them or the both of you. Somebody has some shadow work to do before this relationship can ever be fully stable, solid, sound, bulletproof. And it's just, that's the way it is. And if you hold on to this person and cling, or they hold on and cling to you, and it's not the right time, it's almost as though you guys are settling. You're not fulfilled. You're not happy. You're not satisfied. You might have a lot of love for each other, but there is a big sense of dissatisfaction and disconnection between the two of you. And sometimes everything must fall apart for it to fall together in the right way. Others of you who are disconnected from this person that is, you believe in your soul, is your twin flame, the answer is the same. The shadow work must be done before we can come back together and have a very successful relationship with each other. And again, somebody really needs to elevate their energy, their consciousness, okay? You might talk with this person this week if we're disconnected. We might be having a conversation with them. And again, Aries, it's like you're better served to keep it light and flirty and playful, even if you do believe they're your twin flame and you're supposed to be together. It's not the right time. And you'll know that, okay? You know that. So that's why it's like, don't get too serious. Don't take any of that too serious. If we're broken up and we're not speaking, don't take it too serious. Shadow work needs to be done. Those of you in an existing relationship, whether you guys are trying to break apart from each other or stay together and really work it out together, because committed relationships tend to be on a bit more serious level, especially if you live together, have children, are married, all those things. It's not as easy to break up and separate from each other. But those of you that are really struggling in your twin flame connection, that are together right now, there's shadow work that has to be done. And the dynamics of each and every person's relationship is different. So some of you, perhaps this shadow work is done together. For others of you, this could be where, this week we're deciding to go our separate ways. And I feel like we're going our separate ways for now, so this shadow work can be done. Not because there's a lack of love, not because this person isn't meant for you, but there's a lot that must be purged, overcome, understood, accounted for. All right? So, Aries, deep weekly love reading. I did not expect that, but I will say with this deck right here, I am not surprised. Again, I have left links for her Etsy and her YouTube page in the description box below, as well as the deck review I did for this deck. As you see, it just, a wealth of information. I have to say, honestly, with this deck, you guys are the first with a really strong twin flame vibe coming out. So I would say you're dealing with twin flame for sure, but we are in the shadow work period of the relationship, of the experience, okay? So, Aries, those are your messages. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.